Howdy folks, it's a Tall Turtle here with one of the strangest videos I've had so far on this channel probably, because this is a phone game, only because I've gotten really far in it, and I still don't have a lot of flying time because of the piano thing. So anyway, again, super late at night of course, but this is simply called Differences. It's a game where you just figure out the differences between two pictures. There's no silly match 3, there's no mini games, there's no storyline, there's no video, none of that stuff. It's just extremely simple, totally my type of thing. And I thought maybe some of you, if you need like a toilet game or a game to kill time, you might be interested in this. Now I did pay a couple bucks to get rid of ads because after every single photo there'd be an ad. It was ridiculous. But as you can see, I've already completed 996 levels of this game. So I wanted to complete the next few with you to reach 1,000 levels. So we're going to jump into it so you can see what I'm talking about here. You are timed. You get 2 minutes to figure out 5 differences between photos. Most of the photos are hand-drawn like this, but every once in a while there are real photos, and those I really like. I really love the real photos, but there's only been like 100 out of 1,000, so it's kind of a bummer. You can zoom in up to 300% if you want to. Let's see if I can do this while I talk. Normally, I can get all 5 differences within 10 seconds or so, except every once in a while you'll get a really, really hard one. So the difficulty is very inconsistent. Like I said, sometimes it'll take me 10 seconds to find all 5, but then sometimes I need to use a hint for like 4 out of the 5 because I can't figure it out because they're so strange and subtle. Just depends on the photo. The photos also seem to go in themes, so you will have like 20 photos that are computery, techy, then computer, then 20 photos that are a different theme. Like for example, I just got done with this wedding theme, and then before that it was a photography theme, and then this looks like we just started a family theme, and I'm not seeing the 5th difference here, probably because I'm talking. I'll usually try until I get down to about 30 seconds or 20 seconds, and I'll just use a hint. Yep, there it is, right there in the shoe. I usually keep it zoomed out all the way, even though it's on a small screen, just because it's easier to get the bigger picture. But sometimes if I'm desperate, I'll zoom in, because sometimes the photos are so crazy, like a single pixel will be different, and I'm not exaggerating about that, so you have to zoom in. But these are pretty easy. These are some of the easier ones, actually. Oh, come on. I didn't feel my push there. I usually push on the bottom picture. I usually use the bottom picture as my reference. So we're looking for one more. Looking at tire sizes, tire patterns. Nope. Now I'll look at the clothing. Nope. The dude in the yellow, he has pockets in both. That's usually something they like to do. I don't see anything huge left. Backpack, hair, helmet style, clouds are another big one. So I'm going to zoom in about halfway, or a little more than halfway. And we're going to look for tiny details. Like sometimes an eye will be a different color. Like sometimes it's that subtle, and it's kind of frustrating when it gets to be that level of granularity. But sometimes the shoes are a different color. I don't see it here. I don't know. And it's interesting too, because like sometimes my kids will watch me and they'll find things right away. Other times they won't see any of the 5. Oh, I see it. It's this tire, the spokes. So you can see how subtle it can be. Like sometimes literally it's like a dot. Like for example, behind this person's ear, that little piece of hair, sometimes that will be the difference. Or sometimes like this cup will be a slightly different red or something. Like her hair is different there. It can be kind of interesting. Or the score is the same. I'm looking in that video game. Oh, yep, see the coins. The hat there. So yeah, this game is really fun. It's really fun to just, if I'm waiting for my kids at their activities, since I bring them to all their activities, or if, I'm waiting for something on the stove to cook, or my kids are screaming for some reason, I want to ignore them. I'll just do stuff like that. I'll just pull this game out. I've been doing it for about a month and a half, I think. Not sure, but yeah, these are really easy ones. Maybe after 1,000, level 1,000, it'll get to some really hard ones. I can show you what some of the really hard ones are. But again, it's themed. So like these are like family. It's like a family theme right now. And then it'll move on to something else. Like for a while it was a safari theme, or it was, what other themes have there been? Oh, like office, like cubicles. But again, the real photos, that's been my favorite, but there are only like 100 of those, which is a huge bummer because that was amazing to see real photos, the differences. And like I said, when I opened the video, I did pay, excuse me, I cleared my throat there. I did pay to get rid of ads like $2 or $3 because it was an ad after every photo. So you can see if it only takes like 10 to 30 seconds to do a photo, then you have to sit through a 30-second ad. I mean, that gets old after like 5 photos. You just want to quit. So, but you can see there's no like mini games. There's a daily challenge of 3 puzzles, but there aren't any mini games. Because I paid a couple bucks, I get unlimited hints. There's no stupid storyline other than the themes of the photos. I'm really trying to find this while using the hint here, but when I talk, it's a little more challenging. What am I looking for? I'm trying to do this systematically. It's going to be something really subtle because I've been all over this photo. There's nothing out in the outside or anything. Nope. Headlights, bumpers, tires, wheels, the hood, the doors, the heads, the hair. I do not see the difference. What is it? The dog. What's different about the dog? Oh, it's ear color. See how subtle that is? I couldn't really see that difference. All right, here we go. Level 1,000. Level 1,000. There's a cloud. Garbage can. The roof line is the same. Those other clouds are the same. Mailbox is different. Planter's different. And there's the keys. They just bought a new house. All right, level 1,000. Are there more? I assume this is unlimited. Nope, 1,001. I don't know how they made so many levels, but yeah, this is a game I will play until it either runs out of levels or, I don't know, forever. We'll see. Let's do a couple more together, and then we'll be done. I guess the family theme is fine. It's not too boring. I just was really hoping I would get to one of the really, really, really complicated ones where it's like, for example, it'll be like tiny pieces of food, like up over 1,000 different pieces of food on the screen. So you have to zoom in, and like one will have a pickle and one won't. And you can't tell unless you zoom in all the way. They can get really, 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 really difficult. But these are the easiest I've done. These are super easy. Let's do a couple more here. Do I see any differences? Shoes are different. Anything different in Grandpa's sweater? Yep. Glasses and beards. There's a glasses thing. Beards is another popular one. Her makeup is the same. She's pregnant. Looks like they're looking for kid number 3. Her pocket. And what is the last thing going to be? Probably something with the dog. Nope, the dog is smiling. Probably because he just pooped on the woman's shoe. Let's see what else here. Oh, I forgot to turn off notifications, so I have to blank that out. Sorry about that. I usually turn off notifications, so that doesn't happen. Let's see. Oh, his watch. There we go. All right, let's do 2 more. All right, now they're getting a little more difficult, but again, this isn't a big deal. There's something there. The lighting. That. Oh my gosh, any of you who had an Apple computer way back in the late 90s, do you remember those screensavers with the flying toasters and things? Was it the dark? It wasn't Dark Side. I can't remember what that group of screensavers was called. Anyway, and they ended up being really bad for your computer. It was like spyware and stuff. But anyway, people use it anyway. But I remember the Voyeur one where you could look in the windows. I thought that was hilarious. Oh my gosh, there's another alert. Sorry about that, everybody. Next time I will turn off my notifications. And I just remember that because looking at windows was funny because I remember staying in a hotel once and people didn't shut their windows, and then it's just super funny. All right, so a couple more. I don't know why I told you that story. That's just how this YouTube channel works. All right, let's see here. Whoops, see, I missed by like a pixel, and every time you miss, you lose 30 seconds. So yeah, I've been like blabbing off and on that isn't 100% like 8-year-old friendly just because of the YouTube thing. Like, oh, well, what if this game is for kids? Well, I just told a story about looking in people's windows. So yeah, that's not for kids. See how that works? Gotta play the YouTube game. I hate it, but you gotta do it. That's why I beg for likes. That's why I tell weird stories every now and then, just to, to play the game. All right, let's do one more, and then we'll totally be done with this here. Let's see. Where are we here? There's a doggy, and there's a sun, and I'm gonna have to zoom in on this one, I think. Tree shapes and colors are often different, but super subtle, so you never notice until they point it out. Ketchup and mustard, and let's see. Okay, time to zoom in for these last two because I don't see any difference. Oh, barbecue master's upside down. Oh my gosh, another notification. I'm so sorry, people. Let's see. Let's finish it up before another notification interrupts us. I don't see it. I admit I'm kind of distracted by the notifications. I was reading them. Let's see here. Puppy dog. Shoes. His cane. The grill is the same on the bottom, I think. How about the top? Hand position. Sometimes there'll be an extremely subtle hand position and you don't notice it till the hint points it out. Baby's crapping in his diaper. The mom is having an aching back from carrying her child. I don't know. Let's see what it is. Oh, cloud up there. Oh, I forgot to check clouds. That's usually the first thing I do. Alright, that's how we're going to end this. Hopefully you enjoyed this strange video. I am planning on doing some more flights soon. I'm trying to get some time in. I'm trying to plan some really, really short flights because that's what I have time for. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up to play that algorithm game on YouTube. And I'll catch you next time.